When I started with Arduino 5 years ago, I jumped around randomly between tutorials, never feeling like I was progressing. But there is a thing. There is a logical part to mastering Arduino and embedded systems. You don't need a computer science degree. So here's the exact roadmap of what you have to do. Hi, I am Utkarsh Upadhyay. I've gone from complete beginner to building commercial IoT projects and teaching more than thousands of students online as well as offline. And today, I'm going to share the exact roadmap that took me from blinking of LED to complex embedded systems. So we are gonna cover 6 distinct levels from absolute beginner to absolute advanced. For each level, I'm gonna show you what exact skill you want to master, which projects to build, what time to take, and how long it typically takes. Since this is going to be a comprehensive guide, so grab a coffee, maybe a notepad, and let's build your own learning path. And also, if you are serious about mastering Arduino and embedded systems, hit that subscribe button. I post detailed tutorials for every skill. Now coming to level 1, that is beginner's foundation. You are learning what Arduino actually is, and it's all about building your first project. What you will actually learn is Arduino hardware, Arduino IDE and programming setup, basic electronics, and some beginner friendly projects to build. What is a microcontroller and what is a computer? Also, what is the difference between them? Understanding about pins, digital signals, analog signals, and some sort of how to connect components safely. Yes. Setting up Arduino IDE. So the setup function and the loop function is very important, basic syntax and variables. So it's all like basic about C and C++, like not so high level programming. It's all about A, B, and C of programming. And finally uploading your first sketch. And in the terms of basic electronics, you must know about voltages, currents, resistance, like Ohm's law, reading registers, color codes, and reading the values of different components like capacitors and transistor models, IC numbers, and etc. And last but the not least point is how to use breadboard properly. This has been the nightmare of each and every electronic aspirant, how to use breadboard properly so there is no mesh at all. But yes, I also create mesh, so just don't be afraid of creating mesh in breadboard. But be sure to, that you connect the pins to the right path, because it may cause short circuit and damage your components. Component damage करने से डरना मत, होते रहता है. Finally, it's time to make your first project, that is blinking of LED. So this time, just avoid copying the code from ChatGPT and start learning the algorithm of the code, how that code works, and what is the procedure of coding. For example, for blinking, we use digital write. So what is the use of digital write function? You should know that using the documentation, the Arduino documentation that is officially mentioned at their site. Now analyzing that whole particular project is very important. Why the same wiring is necessary? Is that necessary, or we can wire it in any other way? Moving on to the next project, that is button control LED. Learning about pull-up registers, pull-down registers, buttons, push buttons, different type of buttons, SPDT, SPST, DPDT. Now I'm mentioning all the projects that you should try at your beginner level. You can get the PDF link in the description. Now the main parts comes here. What are the resources that a beginner should use? So here I'm mentioning some resources that a beginner should order, and मेरे coupon code से order करे तो उसको सस्ते में मिल जाएगा. First of all, Arduino Uno R3, एक सस्ता सा Arduino Uno, रियल वाले लेने में थोड़ा बजट कम पड़ जाएगा. Breadboard, medium sized, and some sort of jumper wire like male to male and male to female. And some resistors, like in fact you should buy a kit of resistor that contains something around 1000 values of resistors, and 10 resistor for each value, some push buttons and potentiometers. Now finally coming to the learning resources. So what are the main learning resources that I would suggest personally to carry on is, first of all, you should go with Arduino Cookbook by Michael Margolis. Secondly, you should go with Arduino official documentation that is present on Arduino website. Paul McWhorter Arduino series is also a good book for beginners. And those who can't afford these components can use simulations like Walkvi and Tinkercad that are absolutely free to use, and they are beginner friendly also. So this was all for the level 1. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of the updates for this channel. And if you like the video, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what you liked and what you didn't, and what are your reviews about Arduino roadmap. Also, if you have any sort of doubt, you can ask in comments, or you can just DM me on Instagram. So thank you for watching. Goodbye and keep shorting.